Welcome and warm welcome to High Tech Institution.
Yes, once again, thank you all for joining the session today, community session. So you all know we are going to talk about one important, project. So which is nothing but one AWS DevOps project that can help you to crack an interview. Because if you go for any interview today, definitely the expected question would be like, can you talk about your infrastructure, or can you please explain the project currently you are part of? So when they are asking this question, right, the minimum expectation from the interviewer is they are expecting you to cover 5 to 6, AWS services, which should be included in one, project which you're supposed to tell. Along with that, you need to include one or two DevOps tools that makes more sense. Okay, altogether, right? Make sure you are telling one project, that project or POC, whatever. Okay, which you did, that should include 5 or 6 AWS services, minimum 2 DevOps tools altogether, right? 6 plus 2, almost 8 tools, right? If you are telling as a combination of one use case or one project, that really makes sense. Okay, and today project, right? Almost it's going to be the same one only. That's how I prepared one, project for all of you to explain. And today it's not only a theory. I'm going to practically show how this, project has to be implemented in the AWS console, but in a very light scale. I'll explain you like how can you take that into broader way if you are wanted to try it as a POC, or you want to get a hands-on. Which extent you can take that project? I can give that roadmap also. Okay, but very small level. I can show you the demo today. So with that introduction, I'll share my screen to my second screen. I have a two screen. So here, if you notice, this is the project, right, which I'm going to talk now. So instead of telling you as an, diagram, probably I'll open app.pro.io. So I don't know, like how many of you familiarized with this Draw.io website? This is the website we use for, setting up the architecture diagram for any project. Okay, AWS project, something like name I'll give. I'll click on save. Okay, quick. So where I'm going to start? I'm going to start with the server. Like I'll take um, okay. Consider this is our EC2. EC2. Okay, EC2 instance. Imagine this is your EC2 instance. Okay, like I'm going to take two EC2 instance, something like that.
Bubbly. Bubbly.
So okay, this is your server. I'm going to take one more clone. I'm going to have a two EC2 instances. Okay. Addition to that, I'm going to take on load balancer. Okay. You can take application load balancer or classic load balancer. For now, I'll take application load balancer. Later, we'll extend it. And from here to there, right, I'm going to connect. So this should go like this. Okay. And I'm going to have a one more link. But this one probably like that. Okay. I don't know, like this came all the way little down. Okay, I think this should be good now. After that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect your RDS database. Okay, I'm going to take a RDS DB. Maybe I'll take a RDS instance. This is a database server. This is my RDS DB. Here I'll keep, or you can see both this instance, right? Connected with on RDS. I'll make it like this. Okay, something like that. Now RDS DB has been connected. Now I'll be creating on route 53. Route 53 DNS zone, it should be. Okay, right to the purpose of route 53. We'll be using it for DNS purpose. So I will point this one to this. After that, I need GoDaddy, where I purchase the domain name. GoDaddy, I don't know whether maybe I'll take it from Google. Not GoDaddy.com. I just need a GoDaddy icon. I'll go there. I'll take it somewhere over here. Maybe this one. Or I'll take this, copy image, paste it. Okay. So this is not able to make arrow, but fine. I'll do one thing. I'll copy this. Okay. So user request, right? It will be coming over here. Okay, user will hit GoDaddy. Okay, and I'm going to use one last service for ACM or certificate. Okay, there is something called certificate manager in AWS. I'll be using to generate a SSL certificate. Okay. Got it. This is our actual action plan. Okay. So from here, yeah, I have pointed the certificate to load balancer. This way. Okay, DNS verification I'll do between these. Okay, DNS verification I'll do it. Okay, this is for DNS validation. Got it. So that's it, guys. This is our action plan. So this is how we are going to deploy in resources. So here, how many services we involved? So involved nearly around EC2 is the first service. We can note down here over here. EC2 we included, and we included obviously VPC and subnets and load balancer. Obviously, we'll have RDS and Route 53 and ACM service and Amazon RDS. Okay, these many services, right? We involved, right? These many services we involved. Maybe you can use a Terraform or CloudFormation to deploy this. And you can take any CI/CD tool to deploy the changes or whatever. But anyway, yeah. So as I mentioned initially, if you go for any interview, if people are asking you about your current project or something, that's mandatory question nowadays. Okay, you can explain your architecture. You can start from that. I have a VPC with 4 subnets, and in our current project, right, we are using EC2 instances and load balancer, application load balancer, where I have a Route 53 for managing the DNS, SSL certificate, right, we used to generate from Amazon Certificate Manager. So we have RDS, the backend data from the EC2 instance, right, will get stored over here. Like that, you can explain them. Okay. So this is what we are going to see now. Anyone has any doubt on this architecture first before going to the practicals?
Hari, so certificate manager certificate we are going to create that bound to, I guess, on domain name, or it's you just shown it on the application load balancer.
No,
But
it
I
will be
think
based on the domain name. In the GoDaddy, you purchase some domain name, right? If you go my GoDaddy, this is my GoDaddy login. Okay. Here you can see I already purchased a Hari B124.shop. This is my domain name. Based on the domain name, right? I need to create a Route 53 zone in the AWS actually.
correct,
And
correct.
based on that, I'll be creating a Route 53 zone in AWS. If we go to the hosted zones, you can see I already created one zone. Okay, Hari B214.shop. Okay, so based on this domain name, I need to buy a certificate.
Yeah,
Got it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, any other doubts on the architecture part? Simple and it's very value. Don't need to complicate anything during the interview. So we can simply explain this. To explain this process and to explain this architecture itself will minimum take you, 3 minutes to 5 minutes. I think that is more than sufficient. Okay, instead of being idle or instead of confusing the interviewer or instead of you being getting confused, go with the simple project. But while explaining, right, you can exaggerate more so that because they are not asking you for the architecture diagram or they are not asking you for the you to provision resources. They are going to ask you verbally. So when you are explaining them verbally, you can exaggerate more about this architecture. That way it looks, this is a very broader application deployment. So today I'll be creating one EC2 instance, so one load balancer, and I'll point Route 53. I'll create RDS DB. I'll quickly deploy it. Okay. So wherever you got any doubt, right, feel free to stop. Okay, don't hesitate to ask your questions. It's everyone be here to learning only. So feel free to ask your question. Okay. So for that, I wanted to let you know, like already I have a hosted zone I created. Okay. I just want to know it because the DNS mapping obviously will take time. Okay, the DNS sync. So I already created my this one Route 53. So let me create a EC2 instance. I'll create a load balancer. I'll create a RDS. Any of these resources probably new to you, please stop me. Okay, it's your responsibility to stop me if you need more information. Okay, so that I'm my responsibility to explain when you have a doubt. Hmm. I'll create one web server using Ubuntu EC2. So I'll go with the T2 micro itself. And yeah, I have on key pair. I can probably use the same. That's it probably. I'll spin up the instance. Same way what I'll do, I'll open RDS a new tab. I'll create a RDS DB also. I'll go with probably MySQL database. No, I do not have any DB with me right now. I'm gonna create one new RDS database. Okay, click on create RDS database. And I'm going to create with MySQL. So this is for dev and test. So I don't want high availability and multi-region, multi-availability on higher things and all. So I'll go with the single DB. Okay. So if you are production, you can consider to go either 2 instance base or 3 instance base, where it will give you the read replica on that particular availability zone. Now I'm going with the only one, and again, we all know this is. I'll go with the free tier. I'll go with this. I'll give the database name as any application name you can give, but fine. I'm going with the admin and the self-managed master password. I would say like. I'll go with the default security group. I think yeah, pretty much that's it. I'll create a DB with the default setting. The DB is creating. I need to store my. We click on connection details. So we are waiting for DB password, and in the meantime, let it create. I'll go to EC2. I'll take the EC2 related stuff. Information I'll capture. Public IP.
Recording in progress.
Okay, let it deploy. At present, what I did, right? At present, what I did. I've captured this DB information. I'm waiting for the endpoint. Once RDS cluster created, right, I will get the DB endpoint. And this is a reset instance. Okay. The reset instance currently, I would like to know map my default security group. Okay. So go to actions, security, change security group. Here I'll default security group. I'll add yes, because that security group I'll open the necessary ports. Okay, that's the only reason. And now what I'll do, sorry guys, I'll connect from my local. I'll take the, okay. This is my shell. Hope you all should be able to see now. Okay, the SSH, sorry, I have my keeper, right, kept stored on this particular location. SSH. Okay. SSH-I. Okay, I connected to the EC2 instance. I'll install the basic packages. First, I'll do sudo, not sudo even, apt update, apt update. Meantime, it's update. Let me open the chat GPT because I'm not a developer. Okay. I need to get the source code, the DB code, everything from the this one only. I mean, ChatGPT only. Okay, I'm going to ask a prompt. The prompt is supposed to be like this way. I want source code in PHP since I do POC on AWS, EC2, and RDS. Web page stored in EC2, and backend DB will be in RDS MySQL. Okay, so application POC should be user form like name, email ID, and the phone number, something like that. It should store in RDS. So please generate the PHP code and share the steps to implement. Not I have Ubuntu 24 and RDS DB is ready right now. Okay, so this is ask, this is a prompt based on the prompt, right? Mainly, right, we need to get the source code only. Rest all things we would able to do. So first we'll install the Apache to PHP and the MySQL client, everything. Only then, right, we can create a DB table, everything. Okay, so first I'll install this package. Stop me, like if any step you're not able to understand or you're not able to follow, feel free to stop me. We can review that.
Hari, could you
Hey.
please share the prompt that you had used?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat or something.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I just pasted. Okay, but fine. We have installed this. Then we are going to start Apache and we are going to enable Apache. This to start the service. You already well known. So, yep. Okay. After that, we should be able to access our website. They are telling. Okay, default page should be loading. Maybe we can validate that as well. Right. This is the public IP. So we should be able to load the site in HTTP for now. Yeah, default page is coming. This is what we expected. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect to my RDS DB. I need to create a table. Okay, for that I need to open my this one RDS. Okay, here if you go, yeah, DB is ready. View connection string. This is your connection string. Okay, so we should be able to connect only through this. So I'll update the connection string over here. So the comment for this one is okay, we need to from Ubuntu we need to connect to the RDS DB like this only. So the command is since we install the MySQL client package, after that we need to give this is the host and the username is admin and it will prompt for the password. You need to provide this password. Okay. So let me clear the screen. I'll run this command. It's asking for the password. So actually I typed the password in the backend. Due to security reason, it will not show in the front end. Here I entered the password. Okay. Now it takes me into MySQL shell. Here I need to create a DB and I need to select the DB. After that only I'll be able to know. I'm going to create a DB in like a POC DB. Okay. Create database POC DB. Once POC DB has been created, I'll be creating I'm going to use this DB. Okay. Since I created POC DB, right? I'm going to use the database. Then probably I would be creating, table. create table user. So name, email ID, phone number, and all I'm going to capture. Okay. So simple database. I'm going to database table. I'm going to create it. See, it's showing you the table as created. Okay. So you can exit from now. That's it. Your task is over inside the database. In right now in RDS, we are able to connect to the RDS, and we created a database called the POC database, and we created a table. Okay, table name is users. Okay, simple. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to know create a PHP application. So go to this particular path. So and there will be a HTML file. Right now this file only loading the content. Okay, you can remove this file index.html file. You got some default pages loading right from this file only. We have removed it, and I am creating a one new file. Vim. I'll create one new file Vim index.html. I'll copy this content. Okay. So I'll user registration form. Okay. So once the form is registered, then I need to create a backend script. Okay, it should be in the name of submit PHP. So Vim, this is the backend script. Here you can copy this script. Okay. So we need to update this information. We can update it. That's not an issue. So if you go a little up, so password, username, everything you need to update. For now, I'll give the plain text as a password here. Later, we can put it in the vault and we can give the vault credentials. Okay. This is the endpoint. Let me replace with the endpoint. And yeah, username going to be admin. Okay, let me save this. Let me save this. So yeah, I think we are pretty much updated. Then we need to give the permission to the file, and we need to restart the Apache and all. We'll do that as a basic formality. Oh, and same way, right? You can restart Apache. Should be good. Yeah. So security group, already we opened the port 80 and the 3306. Now you should be able to access index.php file. So simply last time we were able to browse this one, right? Along with that, I just adding this alone. So you are getting the user registration page. Okay. Here, if I simply add some value, for example, name is Hariram and email ID, right? Hariram at gmail.com, something like that. And phone number, I'll enter my number. Okay. 936057982, something like that. Okay. Let me submit it. As soon as I gave submit, user data is stored. I need to validate whether it is properly stored or not. So validating, right? I need to log into the database. I can run this command. Select a star from user. So you should be able to see the data. Okay, how can I confirm it? So once again, log into the MySQL shell. Okay, MySQL. Will ask for the password, correct. Now select a star from users. If you enter the users, right? No database selected. Okay. Use POC DB, right? Uh, uh, table column. Okay, now you can see we are getting this information. Okay, created it. So what I would do now, I'll share this URL to you people. Okay, in the chat box. Can you guys try to access the URL and let me know how many of them are able to see the web page currently? URL in the chat box. Can I click on the chat? This is a live application what we deployed. Can you click on the link and confirm like how many of you able to see the web application user form?
Yes, I can, but
Yes.
not the user form.
Okay, just to give some fake information like yeah, random data. Give your name. Your name can be actual. Phone number, email ID. You can give some mock value. Okay, let's see whether it's populating in our database RDS DB. As of now, I have only one data. Let me know once you guys are feed some value into it.
But it's showing user data stored successfully, not able to see any.
Wait. That is our goal. You will see only this user data stored successfully. Here only we can validate. I have a database control. Okay, you are able to see my screen. Once you enter the data, you will see the message like successfully stored. If you see that message, that's more than enough.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Is anybody is trying to access the URL? Okay.
Yeah, it's
we can-
working. It's working.
Okay, perfect. Now we'll see how many
Yeah,
of you entered the
I I
value.
I stored the value.
Perfect, perfect. Let's see. Oh my God, there are so many people are, stored. I think there are many of them, did a mock value. Mock value means empty submit, I believe you did. Okay, ignore on that. I think there are someone did like DD, someone did like
Yeah, yeah.
Ram, Justin, Sri. Yeah, awesome. So all these people, right? See, you can look at the time, almost all same timing. But anyway, the thing is, right now the application is accepting the value. Later we can update some logic and all the mandatory field in it. You suppose not. Okay, that is secondary. The developer will take care. But yeah, as a cloud engineer, as a DevOps engineer, right, I'm able to deploy an application. I can provision an application. So for what and all we achieved, we provision the EC2, we provision the RDS. That thing is loading. Now what I'm going to
Here
do?
I have one question here.
Yes,
Can I?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
So here, while connecting our backend to our RDS database, we need to use some connector methods, correct? Like I have worked on Python code previously, same concept, wherein I have used some connection method like MySQL connector method, PyMySQL connector method, or Alchemy connector method. Like
Correct.
that, which connector method we have used here? I didn't get that
Yeah,
part.
basically I'm using PHP. Okay, I used PHP. That is the basic framework only I use. So the connection string or connection method, right? It depends on the framework what you are using. For example, if you are a Python based, maybe you would have used a Flask framework or Django framework. If you
Yeah,
are
Flask
using
RDS.
Java based application, yeah, if you are using Java based application, you'll be using Spring Boot. Like each language has its own connector method, or another term we used to call DB connection string. So it depends on the language, it will vary. For now, I used PHP, right? For PHP, here I made the submit dot file actually. Submit dot PHP file. This file will make sure it is establishing the connection over here with a server name and username and password and a DB name. Okay, this will make sure the connection is established. So whatever the value we are feeding, right, that will be get updated into that particular DB. Okay, this is our connection string for PHP. For Java, Python and all, we'll use different method.
Yeah, got it, got it.
Okay, cool. Now, once you deployed it, right, an extra action plan would be we'll quickly create one load balancer. We'll map this, instance. Further, I'll go to the AWS console. Okay, I'll close this. Probably I'll open the, load balancer. So due to time constraint, I'm not going to application load balancer. I'll go with the classic load balancer. Okay. Maybe you guys can explore with application load balancer. So maybe I'll give it like, okay, HT load balancer, something like that. It should be internet facing. Okay, so only then we can access through public. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll select my VPC and subnets. Default security group port 80, and I'll make sure it will be TCP 80. I think I'm good. I created the load balancer in the name of HT load balancer. It should be internet facing. Okay. And I would need to have a VPC and subnets. I have selected default security group as I mentioned already. In my default security group, I opened the necessary ports by default. It is listening to port 80. Listening to port 80. Health check I configured again with TCP 80. Okay, so we have not selected any instances. Let me add an instance. Okay, click on add instance. So here you should add your web server. Okay, usually you'll have a couple of web servers. Currently I provisioned only one server since I'm doing demo and POC only, right? I'll add that server. If you have a multiple server, you can feel free to add. So load balancer will make sure your nodes are distributing the request. Okay, all the nodes will be getting the request in distributed way. So let me click on create
Here
load
we don't
balancer.
create any target group, Hari.
Application load balancer, we need to create a target group. Currently, I'm creating a classic load balancer, which does not require any target group. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So once your instance is created, you can check the status over here. It's currently showing out of service. When it is showing out of service, right? Of course, your load balancer will not function properly. So we need to wait for some time. That could be, 2-3 scenario why the EC2 instance going out of service. First one, when you are creating, right, it will take 1 or 2 minutes time to bring your instance in service. So if you wait couple of minutes, right, this will be in service. Even if you after waiting couple of minutes, still your instance showing out of service mean, then there should be some issue with your application what is loading in your EC2 instance or the security group, something somewhere we have a issue, we need to start troubleshoot. But for now, we are in the scenario one. Just now we created. We'll wait for a couple of minutes. We'll see the instance should, yeah, it's changed to in service. So right now we are good. We don't have any issue. So since we are good right now, my application should be able to load from my load balancer URL. So which means that if we go here, yes, go here, yes. Right now my application right should be able to. I don't want to access with the server's public IP. I can access with the load balancer IP itself. So what I'll do, perfect. I can see the user registration form using load balancer URL. I'll share the load balancer URL in the chat box. Can you guys try to access and confirm whether same application loading through load balancer URL now?
Yes.
Perfect, perfect.
Yes.
No need to enter any value and all, just to make sure your application is loading through the URL or
Yes,
not. Okay.
it's loading.
Now we have achieved it through this layer. Okay. We provisioned the EC2 instance. We created the RDS. Initially, we hit the EC2 instance directly using public IP. We were able to connect and things. Now we have added the application load balance. Sorry, one load balancer. We are able to access the application even through application load balancer. Now our goal is to access our load balancer through domain name. Okay, my domain name should be Hari B 125.shop. That's my domain name. For that, right, I already created my DNS. If you go there, I'll open Route 53 or something. You go to AWS console. Okay, I'll take Route 53. We go to the hosted zone. Okay, this is my hosted zone. Here, I'll create a record. Okay, you can create record www.hari.shop. When you want to route, right, alias. So to where I need to point my load balancer. Which region I deployed my load balancer? North Virginia. Okay, North Virginia. Okay, I need to choose my load balancer. H3 load balancer automatically coming over here. I need to select. I can create record. So as soon as I create a record, right, we should be able to see one record would be created over here. We should be able to see the record should be created over here. Okay. So before that, we need to confirm. In GoDaddy, I purchased my domain name. If you go there, this is a GoDaddy login, which I have my domain name. Here, my NS record informations are updated. Okay, from Route 53. So we need to confirm whether open this. Probably. What I would do, I'll browse my application. For now, HTTP www. This is not loading for me, it seems. Okay. Maybe you guys can try once. Okay. I'll put the URL in the chat box. Okay. Sometimes I'm using Mac, right? It loads from my cache and all. So you are trying first time. So can you guys click the URL in the chat? So you may see, you can confirm your other application is loading for you or not.
Yes.
It's loading?
Yes.
Okay, maybe
Yes.
I should try in incognito or something. Let me try in incognito. I'll open the new incognito window. I'll try this. Continue. Yeah, perfect. My application is loading, but it is showing like not secure. Okay, if I give this URL to my production team, or if I'm making my application as production, people won't be accessing this site, right? Because the connection is not secure. We need to make sure my application is loading through HTTPS. Only then people would, recommend or like to visit my site. Okay, so that's the only concern for me now. That's good. So, but we have a good progress, right? Initially, we deployed the EC2 instance, and we deployed the RDS, and we deployed the load balancer. Then we were accessing application load balancer URL, but finally now user can hit my application through what do you call domain name. Final step, right? We need to generate a SSL certificate. I'll show you how to generate a SSL certificate. So I can access my application with the proper domain name with proper certificate. Okay. So I'll go to the AWS console. I'll make it big. I'll open ACM in new tab. There is a service called Certificate Manager. Amazon Certificate Manager, open a new tab. Here, you need to create a certificate in your same domain name. Okay. Go there. This is a certificate manager service. I'll generate a certificate. Okay. There is an option called request. So certificate name, I'm adding one wildcard entry. I'll click on request. That's it. The certificate request has been done. Here you can see as of now, it's showing like a pending validation. So by default, the certificate is not just like that, they'll not provide it to us. Okay, we need to validate it. How can we validate it? Okay, only then we'll get it. Just to go inside the certificate, what you created. Here, you have option to create record in Route 53. Okay, you should own one Route 53 domain name. Okay, hosted zone in the same domain name. Only then it will validate it. Okay. So we have a Route 53 zone already. So we don't need to worry. Let me click on create record in Route 53. Okay, it's a simple step. Create record. That's it. Okay, this will take a couple of minutes to become validated. Okay, right now it should be validating state. So we'll wait for a couple of minutes. So it should be validating. Okay, meantime it's validating, right? How can we integrate this SSL certificate with the load balancer? That's the next question. So we have generated a SSL certificate over here. It's in DNS validation. This validation is going on. Okay, but we need to map this certificate to the application load balancer. Only then our application will load through HTTPS. Okay, so how can we do that? I told you, right? It will take a couple of minutes to validate. Yeah, perfect, guys. See, it's very quick. It's became validated. It's issued. Now, what you can do, you can go to your load balancer. Okay, go to your load balancer. Here, you need to point your SSL certificate. Go to listener. Currently, you are pointing to only HTTP, right? 80, right? Here, you can just add a manage listener. My listener would be 443. For HTTP, it should be 443. Okay, this could be 80. Okay, I need to map the certificate over here. SSL certificate. Choose the certificate. I will click on edit. It's already from ACM, right? The certificate is there. It will take the certificate. Okay, I'll automatically pick. Let me save. Let me save the change. Now you can see it's in progress. It's listening in progress. Yeah, it's successful. It's updated. Now if we come and see the listener, right, you should be able to see port 43 with this certificate. It's mapped. Okay. Now what you guys do? Okay. Now what you guys do? Earlier our application was not accessible through incognito window. Our application was accessing through HTTP, right? I'll access with the HTTPS :// dot Hari b215.shop. Okay, let me access. The domain name is correct. Let me check in the chat.
214, I think.
214. Okay. That's a typo. Yeah, boom. You can see site is loading with connection is secure. Connection is secure. Certificate is valid. If you can see, we got a certificate from Amazon. It's issued on Sunday, today date. Expires on after a couple of month. This is a certificate. This is a public key. So we are good right now. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll share the HTTPS URL in the chat box. Can you guys confirm? Is it loading at your end? HTTPS.
Yeah, it's loading.
Loading, right? We have a very good progress now. So we are mapped to GoDaddy. We are integrated the certificate. Now my application looks very basic, right? My application looks very basic. We'll add some, fancies over here. We'll put it in the, a good looking appearance. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Yes, everything working as expected, but only the concern is The user form looks very basic. Can you add good looking using CSS or something else? Note, do not change any functionality of the logic. It's working good. Just need the okay. So it's giving me the updated index page. Okay, probably we'll try with that. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll copy this. I'll go to the server. I'll just replace. So exit. Okay. Now, if you browse my application, right, you should be able to. Very good one. I think coming up. Dex.php and Windows restart a service or something.
Yeah, it's coming.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check then. You are seeing any
Blue-
changes in the UI?
Yeah, blue
Is
background.
it looking better now?
Yeah, perfect. Very nice.
Okay, I don't know. My cache, right? Not permitting me to open. So probably I'll open an incognito again. No, nothing coming for me. So yeah, it's Mac, right? Usually it'll take little time. You guys are using Windows?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why for me it's taking little time.
Yeah, it updated with blue background. and
Okay,
everything.
something. Yeah, you are seeing good, right? So I'm happy. Okay, so
Again,
I think.
please share the prompt.
So you want the prompt, a new prompt? Okay. Anyone can do one small favor? Anyone can share screen? Let me see like how it looks. I'm very curious how it is.
I can share.
Yeah. I'll do one thing. I'll stop my screen share. I'll make you as the presenter. Yeah. Yeah, you can share now. It's loading.
Is it visible?
It's loading for us, but I can't see. No, I think we are seeing the black screen. Not sure.
Is it paused? There should be on the screen.
Yeah, I think for me
Yeah,
itself
you
it's
can see.
loading. Perfect. Yeah, good. Yeah, I can see your screen also. Thank you. Thank you for showing. Looks like for me also it's loading now. Now cache is updated. You can see this looks even good, right? Yeah, we don't need to worry about the coding part where developer will take care. So okay, we can keep it simple. But end of day, yeah, our application, right, loading. The thing is we should be able to store data with this. It looks good, colorful, great improvement. Yeah, but end of day, our achievement is all about we deployed an application with yes, EC2, RDS, load balancer, S3, certificate manager. Like almost we used EC2, VPC, load balancer, RDS, Route 53, ACM, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 services. I think RDS is duplicated. 6 services, and you can deploy it through Terraform or CI/CD. Okay. So this is pretty much about the project which I wanted to showcase to you. Got it? So yeah, guys. So that's it. Any questions on overall?
So how much would it cost related to certificate?
Certificate, ACM for public certificate, it is free. We don't need to pay anything actually.
Okay. And what about cleaning up all these services?
We need to clean one by one. That's the hectic process.
Hmm.
So
So in
yeah,
this,
we'll
do we
have to
need to
delete.
clean this ACM also, this
Yeah, yeah,
certificate?
yeah. We need to clean before that. We need to clean the Route 53.
Hmm.
First, we need to clean the EC2 instance and RDS, then load balancer. After deleting load balancer and Route 53, you need to delete the record. Then you need to delete the Route 53. Then you need to delete the certificate manager. If you directly delete the certificate, it will show you an error already load balancer is using like some dependency. So we have to come in the same order.
Okay, certificate manager at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the our diagram. Maybe I'll do one thing. I'll download this diagram. Okay. This looks good, right? This diagram. Quick, we made some. I'll export or yeah, export as PNG. Export to my download. Okay, this is the project we did today. Okay. I'll share this in our WhatsApp group.
So, Hari, what about recording of this session? Would that
It will
be
be
available?
uploaded in our YouTube channel.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And another thing, guys, just letting you know, like tomorrow we are starting one new AWS DevOps batch. If anybody interested, maybe you can enroll for that. Okay, it'll be like 2.5 month course, AWS DevOps AI. Hoping me anybody interested, but yeah, this is the project today.
Hari, what you are covering in AI in that?
AI will cover all AI services. We'll have a 2 use case with the DevOps AI. Bedrock will cover and how to create agent groups. How can we, whatever the manual effort we are doing for so far, right? How the DevOps AI coming to the picture in the live project, chatbot using AI in AWS. What all the service we need to use? Those kind of things. But yeah, we will be deploying our web application will be deployed with AI. API gateway integration, Lambda integration with AI, Bedrock, all those things will be covered.
Okay. And what is the time? I mean, like.
Morning it will be like 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So, for how many months?
2.5 months. So delete load balancer. So let me delete the load balancer first, then I'll delete the database. Actions, delete.
What is the cost of this course?
Sorry. Course, yeah, actually it's 30,000 people who joined from my community, 10,000 discount for them. It will be 20,000. You can go with the installment. Others, other than my community who's coming from the advertisements or something, they'll be paying 30,000. AWS, DevOps, AI, all three.
Like this is a beginner or professional
Professional,
person?
no beginner, no beginner. It's for intermediate level. So you can showcase. People are joined, like a 4 years experience guy joined, the 10 years experience guy joined, the 116-year experience guy joined. So we have a different, segment of people are joined already. So we'll make sure we have to satisfy everyone, right? So.
So how many projects would be covered?
So overall, it will be 50 use cases. Okay, real-time project use case, like what you seen today. This is one use case. Similarly, you will get 30 to 50 use cases in different services, including DevOps, and overall 4 POC you will complete. And AI alone, you will do 3 POCs. Today, what you did, the 1 hour session, right? Like that, you will get a 30 to 50 use case daily basis. Other than that 50 use case, 4 overall POC. Yeah, that is for AWS DevOps, and AI, right? You will get the 3 POCs, 3 projects.
Okay, how many clouds it will cover?
Only one cloud, AWS cloud.
Okay, no Azure DevOps.
Azure is separate course. If you want Azure, you can join the separate course. This is for AWS I'm telling. Azure is going in different way. Same for Azure. Platform will be Azure. Even one-to-one training also available. If you guys are not comfortable with the group, the timing is not convenient, mean one-to-one training also available. Just 2,000 extra for the personal assistants. One-on-one people will be, will be connecting with you. I'll delete the certificate. Meantime, I'm explaining you the things. I have, cleaned everything. Deleted. Perfect. We deleted the certificate. We deleted the Route 53. We deleted the EC instance shows terminated, and we deleted the load balancer also. Full right. So meantime, we're discussing things we have deleted. This is one scenario, guys. A similar scenario, maybe I can show you that also.
What about the Docker Kubernetes?
Yeah, that's what I'm coming into.
Do you also explain something with Azure similar classes? Anything you have? Like,
Yeah. You're seeing my screen. So if you come down, this is what the exact syllabus, okay? We'll start from IAM. Okay, this is the use case 1. This is the scenario, and this is the arc diagram for that. Use case 2. Use case 3 in IAM. Then EC2. EC2, this is the use case. Use case 1 and the use case 2. This is the S3. S3 use case 1. S3 use case 2. VPC. VPC use case 1. VPC use case 2. VPC use case 3. VPC use case 4 with the transit gateway. And this is a ELB. And this is a ALB, application load balancer, with the target group and all. Okay. Today someone asked about target group, right? Yeah, this is what. And auto scaling group use case, and the DNS Route 53, RDS database. This is AWS organization service. These many use cases you will study on AWS perspective. For DevOps, right? DevOps will start with AWS CLI, command line interface. Boto 3 Python use case. How can we set up automation? This is for Netflix, one of the Netflix automation it is. The Boto 3 use case 2. Boto 3 use case 3. Lambda automation. This is the flow. Lambda automation use case number 2. Cloud formation template. Cloud formation use case 2. Terraform use case 1. Terraform use case 2. Ansible. Okay. And Ansible use case 2. Jenkins use case. Jenkins use case 2, use case 3. Docker use case. Kubernetes use case. Okay, all part of your session. Okay. Addition to that, AI, I have kept it in the separate directory. I can show you later, but this is for AWS and DevOps. Same thing available Azure and DevOps also. Azure and DevOps separate track. This is a separate track. Okay. If you want to attend a group training also, you can attend, or one-to-one training also you can attend. You feel like you are very slow learner or something, you can join one-on-one class also. Okay. Actual course fee is 30,000, 30. But people who comes from our community, they'll get 10,000 discount. It's our group training. If you need a one-to-one training, you just need to pay 2,000 extra. Okay. I prefer one-to-one training would be good because any time convenient you can attend it. Okay. All the session you will get the recordings like that. Okay. So this is my 214 batch 214 for Azure. So see, daily basis we'll take the session, we'll upload the recording, we'll get the notes and all. Okay.
So how much Python proficiency is required?
See, for entire thing, you don't need any prerequisites. We'll teach you from the basic only. Okay, we'll start from what is data center, what is cloud computing, You don't need, if your only requirement is you need to understand our English. Are able to understand our English, rest prerequisites, everything will take care. Okay. So it will be like that only. This is for Azure. This is one another batch. Actually, I bought the domain name while I'm teaching this batch only. B214. This is a B215 AWS batch. This is a weekend batch. And another thing, in the weekend batch, I completed AWS. If you guys already know AWS, you only looking for DevOps and AI alone, you can join. I completed AWS. If you know already AWS services, if you don't want to repeat the AWS services, you want DevOps and AI alone, you can join. It's a weekend batch.
So would there be any discount related to that?
Yeah, if you don't need a AWS, right, for DevOps and AI alone, you can pay 15,000. That will be 1.5 month of course. Only on Saturday, Sundays. Okay, so I'll share my number in the chat box. You guys just know WhatsApp me. I'll call you tomorrow. We can discuss about all those things. Okay. 9360. Okay, I shared the number. You guys can note down. You can just put hi message if you need any, customization or those things. If you are not able to discuss in the public forum now, maybe we can discuss tomorrow also. Okay. Only DevOps, only AI, or only Azure, or AWS plus Azure, or Azure DevOps, or AWS DevOps. Any combo we can connect. Cost, any further detail, anything you can, ping, or certification, anything you can, ping to this number. We can discuss. Copied my number.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and more than that, how about today's use case? It's useful. You see something valuable. Today project, what we discussed.
Yeah, Hari, it's useful.
Okay, that's
Yes.
main picture. Okay, we changed our track, but yeah, that was our goal. If you found it's useful, that's good actually. All right then. Next week we'll meet with a different topic. If you have any topic suggestion, also feel free to share me or put it in the group. We can. Yeah, I can take that also. Okay, no issues for me. All right then. So thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you, Hari.
Thank you.
Thank you.